Hello everyone, welcome. Today we are talking about quant QNT and discussing what would one QNT be worth in 2025. Realistically, no one knows. I don't know, you don't know, it's all speculation. Everything beyond the present moment is speculation. But let's go over some facts instead of going over just, shouting out a random number that has no backing. Let's go over some stats in today's video, then the actual buying power that we're going to see when it comes to retail, enterprise, and institutions, and the previous bull. It's always good to go over previous cycles. It doesn't always determine the future, but it's quite good to get a rough idea. So last time we roughly did around a 40x. Will we do more? Will we do less? Let's discuss that and then go into the final result at the end of the video. So if that's something that you're interested in, leave a like down below, stay around to the end of the video, and without further ado, here we go. Okay, so number one we have stats is 14.8 million supply. You might actually notice this has actually changed from before. We had Greg Lunt find out this blockchain-backed evidence suggests that QNT token supply was actually 14.88 million and not 14.6 million, backing it by CoinMarketCap and Crypto.com. Fantastic research there. It's a little bit more, but still very, very scarce. That is point one. Very scarce. Now number two, 117,000 holders, growing ever more by the day. It's even more when I just checked. If we go back to a previous screenshot of the quant we showed back in May of last year, we saw, or we can see, 48,000 holders. So we're more than double that, nearly approaching May in 2023. Holders growing at an immense rate, and the supply is very scarce and still at only $125. Now moving on to the buying power, right? Retail is the first point I want to go over. Okay, so buying power is huge when it comes to retail, right? Do not underestimate that. There's two main aspects. The first one being speculation of utility. We see that so many cryptocurrencies, saw that AI cryptos, artificial intelligence, everyone hopping in, buying into these cryptos. Not too much utility, not knowing too much about it, but just the whole explosion of ChatGPT, what artificial intelligence will do for the future. They are hopping into those cryptos. Sort of playing to the second point. FOMO, the fear of missing out, not wanting to miss out on those gains. We see FOMO in day-to-day life, missing out on certain activities. When it comes to crypto, missing out on gains, exits, and generational wealth, whatever it may be. Now, a big part is going to play into FOMO, in my opinion, is going to be gateways whenever they're released, if they're ever going to be released. But it's going to be, when they are released, you're going to be able to handle network traffic that, permission blockchains like Ethereum, for example, and you'll earn QNT for processing those transactions. There's a lot of speculation. Also, how much QNT will you need? I've seen people say 900, 500, 100, but yet to actually see official documentation of those numbers. Now, in this interview, he does say not a example sort of number there, but in price in fiat, right? Price in dollars, right? So, for example, it's $100. It equate to $100 of QNT, whatever that may be at the time. Would that be 0.1 QNT, 0.001 QNT, whatever it may be? A full belief, the same sort of level of FOMO we would see here with gateways potentially being released, same sort of level as Ripple potentially beating the SEC in the case and the retail adoption of FOMO that will do for XRP. The same level. I truly, truly believe that. Now, number two, we're on to enterprise. It's all going to play into the final factor of the final results, so stay tuned for that. But enterprise, here we have it on Oracle Cloud Marketplace listing, Overledger Enterprise DLT Interoperability Gateway. So we can see here, certified by Oracle as the interoperability solution for Oracle blockchain platform. Let's remind ourselves, we can see here. So, $42 billion in revenue in 2022, 430,000 customers ready for the Overledger, and 20,000 partners across the globe. Also, we have here a section on Quantpedia. Couldn't find the actual original one where it's 6 startups proving that blockchain is more than cryptocurrency. Here we can see on Quant being mentioned further down. So, where is it? Building the bridge. Yes, so the solution is used by major European firms like SIA and KPMG to bring the security and flexibility of blockchain to the financial sector. And not just that, these Overledger gateways are designed for DLT, enterprise DLT interoperability, right? Being the world's first any-to-any universal interoperability platform with that laser beam focus on enterprise, changing the whole game, allowing just 3 lines of code. 3 lines of code just needed. Also, enterprises are changing the game as well. They're bringing clients, they're bringing use cases, they're bringing apps to the table, and with the correct, probably the most important thing to note, with the correct regulatory clarity in place, this will truly fly. That's very important to note going forward to the final result. Now, number 3, institutions. I want to play a little clip here of Gilbert Verdin. Listen up, only 53 seconds long.
One of the things that we saw was together put them on the same CSD for all their banks and institutions to start using. So that's quite exciting because we're putting tokenization we're merging traditional and decentralized financial services together and offering that to institutions, and that's the way forward.
And it only let me play half of the clip there, but the point was made nonetheless. There needs to be a connection between the legacy infrastructures to distributed ledger technology through the over ledger, right? That's going to be made there. Very important clip there by QNT QUMFI. So the buying power is there. The buying power is immense. Taking consideration at the start of the video, the stats with the scarce supply and the holders growing every by the day in relation to retail, and that FOMO not even been into play yet at $125 worth. Now, going off previous bull cycles, we saw roughly around a 40x, and we saw that again today from $125. Quite easy maths there. It would be 5,000. To be fully transparent and fully honest, I think that is pretty bang on 5k per QNT, coupled with two things, right? The market cap is not as low as it was, and that's a big aspect when you think about, you're hunting low cap cryptocurrencies for insane X's, but combined with the tokenomics of QNT, it really balances out. On top of that, with the buying power that we are going to see with the FOMO, it all depends on where the gateways will be released, in my opinion, for these higher digit sort of prices, possibly even beyond that in 2025. I don't really know if or when they'd ever be released. Also, my personal price predictions have changed. Before there were 3 to 4k sort of ranges, I'd say 5k is pretty accurate. Showing how well QNT has done during this bear market. Profit-taking mechanism along the way is very important in case 5k is never actually hit. So let's just say you have a smaller bag of QNT on a cold block that you want to take profit on along the way. Let's just say it is $3,000 worth that you plan to take profit on for the next bull run. So let's just say you have $1,000 to take profit with QNT. Expected price point, let's say you take that at 3k per QNT. So there you have it, 22 grand taking profit worth. Then you have 4k per QNT will take profit again. There you have it. Then let's just say it never hits 5k, you've still taken a decent amount of profit there, and let's say 5k for the bonus, you have taken even more profit. That's why it's vitally important to be stacking up QNT during the bear market. Two last tweets to go over. This one of Da Vinci saying, "I told you so" moment. Just buy $1 of Bitcoin. Now, he's had quite more questionable opinions when it comes to XRP being trash and to buy Shiba, but he's very correct on Bitcoin and begging people to buy $1 worth of Bitcoin. Now, maybe a little bit more QNT, but I think 1 QNT is a very, a safety net to have for the future, approaching those 10k price points, better than spending on an item that you don't need. And it's all about how long you're willing to hold. To put this tweet into perspective, here we have Greg. .eth, right? I wish I'd kept my 1,700 BTC at 6 cents. They're selling it at 30 cents. Now they are $8. That's why you should subscribe to my method of having a bag on a cold wallet that you never plan to touch till later years, but you can also take profit on another bag, a smaller bag of your QNT, of your XRP, of your XDC, so you can enjoy the fruits along the process. You're not left holding the bag of no profit taken for that bull run. You want to enjoy the process along the way. Maybe you have an endpoint 2030. We want to enjoy the fruits a little bit in 2024/2025. Do you agree with the final result? It might seem a little bit counterintuitive, being I pretty much have a copy of the previous bull, but combined with being a higher cap cryptocurrency, but combined with the buying power that we'll see, I think that's pretty fair. Pretty bullish, to be honest, right? A peak of 5k. We keep seeing these higher price predictions as time goes on, and the fault of that is these social media apps like YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and whatnot, when it comes to engagement and views, because you have to be saying something higher than the other person is saying. It goes into this weird loop, like we saw with XRP, from 589 to 1k to 10k to 50k to 35k. Now whatever the price may be, 100k per XRP. I believe we will see this also with QNT. People want more and more clicks, so they're going to say something higher, something higher, something higher. Before you know it, it'll be 100k by 2025. But let me know down below, do you agree, do you not agree? If not, let me know why. But to make this fun video, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.